In this video, I'll tell you which businesses belong in the S tier in GTA Online in 2026 and why these are currently some of the strongest options for making money. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and leave a like under this video, starting with the Acid Lab. This is easily one of the best choices, especially if you are still fairly new to GTA Online. You can get the Bricked 6x6 almost for free after completing all 6 first dose missions as the host. And after that, your main expenses are setting up the actual lab and buying the upgrades. Once everything is running properly, the Acid Lab can generate over $100,000 per hour. And you can also benefit from the 50% high demand bonus when selling in a public lobby. Next up is the agency, and there are two big reasons why this one is still worth owning. First, you get access to the Dr. Drake contract missions, which pay well and are actually pretty fun to replay. Second, you unlock Imani tech, giving you things like missile lock on jammies and other vehicle upgrades that you cannot get anywhere else. The agency also has a safe that slowly fills with money over time. So you get another passive income source on top of everything else. Now let's talk about the mansion, because this property can completely change how some of your other businesses perform. The new missions with Michael and the Court Center heist are cool. But the main reason the mansion belongs in S tier is its production speed boost. It gives a massive 200% increase to production speed. For example, filling a bunker normally takes 11 hours and 40 minutes, while the boost cuts that to only 3 hours and 53 minutes. A cocaine business drops from 5 hours to 1 hour and 40 minutes. Meth goes from 6 hours to 2 hours. Counterfeit cash goes from 4 hours and 40 minutes to 1 hour and 33 minutes. Weed also goes from 4 hours and 40 minutes to 1 hour and 33 minutes. Document forgery drops from 3 hours to just 1 hour, and the Acid Lab goes from 4 hours to 1 hour and 20 minutes. The resupply times are also affected. Bunker drops from 2 hours and 20 minutes to 47 minutes, cocaine from 2 hours to 40 minutes. Meth from 2 hours and 48 minutes to 56 minutes, cash and weed from 2 hours and 20 minutes to 47 minutes, document forgery from 2 hours and 30 minutes to 50 minutes, and Acid Lab from 2 hours and 30 minutes to 50 minutes. You can apply a production boost every day, although you cannot boost the same business twice in a row. The mansion also gives you fast travel, an MK to Armory upgrade, and a master control terminal where you can manage all of your businesses, so it is way more useful than just being an expensive house. Another S tier pick is the Darnell Brothers Garment Factory. Regular FIB file missions can pay up to $200,000 if you complete all of the bonus objectives, while the weekly priority file can push you above $300,000 in around 30 minutes. The nice part is that you do not have to grind this business non-stop. You can run the missions casually and still pull in really solid money. Then we have the nightclub, which is still considered by a lot of players to be one of the best passive income businesses in GTA Online. It is easy to operate, the cell missions work well for solo players, and it can generate a lot of cash in the background. The main catch is that you need upgrades and other businesses if you want to maximize the nightclub warehouse. Even businesses that are not amazing on their own can become useful because they increase what your nightclub can produce. With a proper setup, the nightclub can generate more than $100,000 per hour. Kasatka is technically not a normal business, but there is no way I would leave it outside S tier. Owning the submarine unlocks the KO Perico heist, which is still one of the best solo-friendly money makers in the game. KO did get hit by the Court Center payout nerf, although many other heists were nerfed as well. Cincimito Tequila went from $630,000 to $400,000. The ruby necklace dropped from $700,000 to $560,000. Bearer bonds went from $770,000 to $616,000, while the pink diamond dropped from $1.3 million to $910,000. Even after those changes, you can still make around $800,000 in less than an hour, especially once you already know the setup and route. Because of that, only 2 or 3 heists can be enough to cover the cost of the Kasatka itself. You also unlock the option to buy the Sparrow for $1.8 million, and that helicopter is still one of the best vehicles for grinding alongside the Oppressor Mk2. Another business that deserves a serious mention is Hands-On Car Wash. It is probably one of the most profitable businesses in the game, but the biggest advantage is how much extra stuff it affects. Owning it increases counterfeit cash factory income by 35% and unlocks Higgins Helitours and Smoke on the Water. Higgins Helitours boosts air freight cargo by 10%, while Smoke on the Water increases weed farm income by 35%. The car wash also unlocks special missions and money laundering operations, and those activities can make around $400,000 in an hour. Even better, you can start all of this directly from your phone, which makes the whole setup really convenient. The bunker also remains an absolute classic and is stronger now that passive and semi-passive income has become more important after the recent heist nerfs. With the staff and equipment upgrades, bunker production can generate up to $60,000 per hour. You can combine that with ammunition drop-offs for another $50,000, bringing the total potential profit to around $110,000 per hour. The mansion boost makes this business even better because full stock normally needs 11 hours and 40 minutes, but with the speed boost it can be ready in only 3 hours and 53 minutes. The downside for solo players is selling a completely full bunker because the mission can give you up to 4 delivery vehicles. That takes time and can become pretty risky if you try doing it in a public lobby. Finally, we have Mackenzie Field Hangar, which I think is one of the more underrated S-tier options. Oscar Guzman Flies Again is the only solo-friendly heist mentioned here that did not receive a base payout nerf with the Court Center update. It actually became even more attractive because the weekly completion bonus can bring the payout up to $1,125,000 on hard mode. That gets surprisingly close to what Cayo Perico used to pay before the nerfs, and the whole thing can easily be completed in under an hour. So, when you put all of these together, S-tier is not just about whichever property has the highest payout on paper. The strongest businesses are the ones that either give you great solo money, powerful passive income, or boosts that make the rest of your GTA Online empire much more profitable. Thanks for watching. I would be very happy if you would become one of the subscribers of this channel. Check out the suggested videos and also leave a like under this video. See you soon.